Good morning, Carmel Catholic. I'm Samantha Washika. It's 8:03 a.m. Let's get into some current events. Chaos and disruption at London's Heathrow Airport after a fire at a nearby power station knocked out all power sources. Heathrow is expected to be closed for at least 24 hours, leaving thousands of travelers in limbo. CNN's Larry Madow is outside the airport in London describing the current condition of the airport.
Anybody trying to get to Heathrow Airport can only get this far. There are barriers here blocking access to all the terminals at the airport. Passengers have been told not to attempt to come to the terminals for the whole day because the airport will be closed at least until midnight. More than 1,300 flights are affected. Some are getting redirected to other London airports, those who are coming into London, such as Gatwick and Stansted. But for a lot of people who are hoping to travel today, there's no way into the terminal. And there are a few passengers who kind of made this journey as well, parked across the road on the other side. Many have come here, discovered that they can't come in, and have gone back home. This is Europe's busiest airport, the fourth busiest airport in the world. So a cancellation, a closure of the whole day affects hundreds of thousands of people who will be probably here tomorrow if it.
Madow describes the scene at Heathrow Airport as chaotic with long lines of frustrated passengers and dozens of canceled flights. He reports that while emergency teams are working tirelessly to restore power, the closure is causing major disruptions for travelers from around the world. Authorities urge passengers to check for updates before heading to the airport as the situation remains fluid. In a historic move, the Boston Celtics have officially been sold for a staggering $6 billion, marking a new chapter in the franchise's history. The deal, which has been in the works for months, was finalized late last night, and the announcement sent shockwaves through the sports world. WIC Grossbeck gave his last statement to CNN News.
There were a bunch of great people involved in this, including Steve. We had advisors and all that, and this bid stood out, but we had a bunch of people who wanted it, and we appreciate them all. And we've been through it now. We've been through a bunch of conference finals, a couple of finals, and just had a win. I think the guys know what to do.
With the sales finalized, Boston fans are filled with anticipation for the future of their beloved Celtics. As the new ownership begins its work, the team is poised for a new era of success, aiming to build one of the franchise's legendary history while striving for new championships. The future looks bright for the Celtics and their dedicated supporters. Mickey Mouse is keeping his participation in a prominent LGBTQ program. Disney investors voted down a proposal to back out of the Human Rights Campaign Corporate Equal Index. And that vote wasn't even close. Just 1% of shareholders voted in favor of the proposal. It was submitted by right-wing think tank National Center for Public Policy Research. That group took particular issue with trans rights efforts backed by the Human Rights Campaign. The vote comes back after Disney scaled back its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies last month. Disney has a history of prioritizing LGBTQ rights. In 2022, the company's stance against Florida's, quote, "Don't Say Gay" school policy prompted a 2-year legal battle with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. That's all for current events. Next up is Light with weather.
Good morning, Carmel Catholic. It's Light Year Weather Guide. It's time for the weather. Today, the temperature surged and peaked at 58 degrees under partially cloudy skies. The same, however, cannot be said for most of the upcoming week. The temperature will average out with highs in the mid-40s with partial clouds. Rain is possible on Sunday, but no other precipitation for the rest of next week. This is all for the weather for this week. CDN News will be right back.
Welcome back, Carmel. I'm Marissa Scheckman with announcements. The deadline to apply for financial aid for the 2025 through 2026 school year is April 1st. If you have any questions or concerns, email Ms. Eppel. Varsity girls lacrosse won 14-7 over Libertyville last night with goals from Maya Cordova, Colleen Graham, Rocky Ventura, Katie Boer, and Kennedy DeShaw. And a special shout out to their goalie, Kalina Kircher-Flores, for the shots she blocked. Mission and Ministry and the Advancements offices collaborated and are excited to announce that on April 2nd, 2025, they're hosting an outing to the BVM Mother House in Dubuque, Iowa. Students will have the opportunity to visit the Mother House, meet with some BVM sisters, share a meal, and afterwards drive down to the road to Clark University for a short college visit. Attendees will be taking the CCHS Mission and Ministry bus, so spots are limited. Please reach out to the Mission and Ministry or Miss Harrison to secure your spot. A Veracast permission slip will be sent your way shortly afterward. Work together with your parent/guardian to complete this. Please note that this is a full-day event. They will be leaving Carmel at 7 a.m. at the earliest and returning to Carmel in the evening. That's all we have for today. I'm Marissa Scheckman. Have a fabulous Friday, Carmel.